Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a pretty loose pass. Olise bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he was quick to react. And it's Diaz. Brahim Diaz going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Al Nassr are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Brahim Diaz passes short and sharp, and he's in on goal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mateus' delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back, and they'll have another go. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And it's Diaz. And this is Ronaldo. He's having a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Al Nassr leading by one at the break.
Today, please refrain from
on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Al Nassr are in a pretty decent... It's Dembele! And he's managed to gift it back. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely weighted ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Brahim Diaz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! losing. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see...
Can he finish? And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Al Nassr find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And how did he not make it 4?
Al Nassr really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Mbappe. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Showing good feet. Brahim Diaz! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! Yes! They are playing them off the park. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Ricky Puig. Dembele.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That looks a decent ball. Oh, that's well spotted. 4 added minutes on the board. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Elise.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And there goes the final whistle. Al Nassr pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Hello,
hours,
everybody,
it might
and
not
welcome
feel like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, Shinji Ono normally plays in a central creative position, but he can be quite versatile, Jim, can he not?
Yeah, I've seen him play in more withdrawn roles or out wide, where he has shown that he's just as capable in more high-energy positions. I think he can play in defensive midfield too, but he's played out wide for his national team, and surprisingly his stats seem to be better in such roles.
Cafu has been caught there, it's a foul. Cafu. Bonucci spots it and intercepts. He's got away. Oh no! Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! Well, got to be quick to recover this. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So we're still where we started right now. Rijkaard. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's McAllister. That's a cute ball. Robertson providing an outlet on that flank. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He's found a way through. Kimmich. Ono. Ono on a strong run here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Turns back here, probably the best option. Chiellini. Can he get it through? Lahm wins the duel this time. Lahm scooting forward. It's a promising position. And it's been hooked away. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister. Cafu. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh no!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lahm. To Ono. And it's Rijkaard. Zanetti. And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
A quick
Some first half
reminder
thoughts?
today that smoking is
I wouldn't
only
say it was the
allowed in
most
areas
potent
shown on this
performance,
map.
Peter, but
Thank you for your
defensively,
cooperation.
very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Al Nassr clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Ono. Good running, strong and purposeful. Bellingham defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Zanetti. And here's Messi. He's looking wide. That's tidy. Oh, that's fabulous. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Shot, surely! Now it's Drogba. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Kochu. And he's been shifted off it. He's a sharp little ball here. Just about up to 75 minutes. Drogba running with intent.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Robertson. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Uno. Threads one in. And he's picked it up out wide. Good read, needed to be.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bellingham stood his ground strongly. And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Hello, everybody.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And it's made its way to him. He shoots! Goal! Arsenal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Al Nassr are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he thumps it clear. Gets a good foot in there. And here's Suarez. That's really well cleared. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Neymar. Al Nassr are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Dahari. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now that is commitment to the cause. Al Nassr with the corner, there first. Mateus plays it short. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Luis Suarez. Lovely feet. Alaba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely shaped ball. And a header! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Mbappe! Oh, what a big chance! And he's stuck it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real...
That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we are back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had it taken off him. Dahari, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Zanetti. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Kamada tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's in a good position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Luis Suarez. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. McAllister receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. So we're ready to go. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Kamada. That looks a good ball through. And the finish! And no mistake. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
2 goals on the day, and he may not... And he's let fly!
Substitution. Number 15.
And he can clear it away.
Coming on the field is number 25.
Threads one in.
Darwin Núñez.
Oh, he's bustling through here! And he's gone looking for safety. And claimed it back swiftly. Here's a chance! And that really should have been that.
Mbappe is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar! Oh, good finish! And what a climax we have here!
Goal scorer.
A truly
After
super
88
goal. What a
minutes is
spiky hit that
number
was.
11.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Danny Olmo.
Al
Number
Nassr
4.
give themselves a chance of a fairy
Coming
tale
on the
finish.
field,
Well, the
number
mindset
20,
has changed.
Hazard.
Now they need to find
Number
all the courage
21,
they can get.
Neymar.
Passing
There will be 5
nice and
minutes
neat,
added time.
and that interception was most necessary. That's at the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Al Nassr never...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Gordon will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ricky Puig to Ono. Now that is a hefty challenge. Rijkaard gets it clear. Saint-Maximin making good progress. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Oh, nice touch. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ono providing an outlet on that flank. Ono! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. No goals as yet. Ono, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Saint-Maximin. That's a throw. Lahm. Ricky Puig conjures time and space where few can. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Saint-Maximin. And that's a throw-in. Cadiolu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And he's being shifted off it. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Al Nassr have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Lucas Moura looking to be a menace in the final third. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That is good alertness. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Now it's Gordon. He's found a way through. So much. Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Cannavaro gets it away. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. Mateus, he's through on goal. Shot at goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mateus. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Lahm. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Gordon. Stood up well to him there.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Messi. Messi takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist? Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Al Nassr really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Saint-Maximin. That's put
added
paid to the
minutes has been
danger.
indicated.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that will be the final act. Al Nassr have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans have
to
pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
Gerrard gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or something.
He's going for goal! Nicely aimed pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Ricky Puig. And this is Drogba. It's Drogba! And that's another fine save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And here's Batistuta. He's got away. And it's Drogba. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Uno tries to pass it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. That is ended up in no man's land. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Drogba. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Ricky Puig does well to get it back. Ricky Puig plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now, he's got space here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Always onto this. He's Yamal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's come to nothing. Now it's Batistuta. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Ricky Puig. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. 5 minutes till the break.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ricky Puig.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Knocks it into space. That's the end of the first 45. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Security staff for each
We'll back on the first
Please
45
report to the
minutes.
staff
I
room
think it's been a
immediately.
decent enough watch despite the
Substitution
half
on the field.
stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see
Coming on the
earlier on in the
field
game.
is
Everyone's going to
number
have
10,
to find a way to
Suarez.
just up the standard again.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Al Nassr are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Al Nassr come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Oh, that's a key interception. And claimed it back swiftly. Thinks one through. Just about up to the hour now. And here's Suarez. Riqui Puig. Riqui Puig really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Can he get it through? And he's quick to get rid. And they're quick to get it back. Now, can they get him away? Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Batistuta, and he is dashed. And Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? That's going across goal. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Oh no. Al Nassr still have the cards to affect this game. Al Nassr desperately searching for the winner here. And it's Rijkaard. Zanetti cuts it out. This is a promising build-up. He might be it. Luis Suarez! Denied by an instinctive save.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution in progress.
Al Nassr have their second corner now.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's picked his way through. Pass somewhat off target. Oh no, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Batistuta. He's through here. Well read, nice interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Zanetti. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.